Hello, Oscillator Sync here, and welcome to another video in our series where we're taking a look at the Vermona DRM1 Mk.iii analog drum synthesizer. In the last video we took a look at the drum channels, which you think hold the tom sounds but actually hold so much more. So let's make our way down here and take a look at the multi-channel. Okay, let's get a little pattern going and talk about how this channel works. It's an interesting one, this one. Okay, so first of all, the multi-channel is actually comprised of 3 VCOs essentially, and also attack. Let's get the attack out of the way because that's kind of similar on a number of different of the channels. The attack just adds in that needle impulse to give you that attack at the front of your note. Okay, so next we've got our expected sort of pitch and decay knobs. So the pitch sets the baseline pitch. This one goes a lot higher than the drums and not as low. Can't quite get into the clicks in this one. And we've got the decay, which gives us the amplitude envelope length. So go really, really long. And then we've got the bend knob. And what the bend knob does is at the start of the note, it will bend the pitch of the VCO away from its baseline, and then it will get back to the baseline over the course of the decay. We can bend upwards. And we can bend downwards, and we're bending back up. And the bend is defined by how long the decay knob actually is. So if we have a longer decay, we have a longer journey back to our original pitch. In terms of the sound of the oscillator in general, I think it shares a similar sort of VCO layout to the drum channels, in that it's got this sort of slightly furry, characterful, almost triangle-y square kind of thing happening, which is really, really nice. What we don't have on the multi-channel that we had on the previous couple of channels was that wave control to allow us to do the wave shaping. But what we have is arguably even more interesting, because the multi is made out of not 1, not 2, but 3 VCOs. And we've got these pitch knobs here which allow us to set the pitch of the other 2 relative to this one. So at the moment I've got them right the way off, so you can't really hear them. But if we start to bring in pitch 2, octave apart, and they never quite get to unison. So you get this cool sort of ringing, high cowbell kind of thing. Because we've got a third one here as well, which we can bring in. Get nice chords. Let's pitch 3 and 2 almost at unison, so you're getting a slight beating that's nice. And you can see that it moves relative to the main pitch. So we've got kind of this minor chord happening, but And that can kind of form the basis for like the pitched part of a techno track, you know. And with the drum channels being able to do pitch stuff as well, you could use those as your sort of two bass notes, and you could do like a whole techno track just with the Vermona, for sure. Now if we, yeah, they never quite get to. There they are, like an octave part. And then the final control here, sorry, I got lost there for a second, is a high pass. So this just allows you to take some of the bottom end out. So if you're wanting to get to the bit more sort of top end percussive kind of here, it's not super obvious. It's not like a harsh. It's certainly not taking all the bottom end out, but it just tightens up. It's more tightening up those lower mids for me. Bit more obvious when you've got a longer decay. I tend to have the high pass on because there's so much low end energy happening on some of the other ones that I just find it's useful to take it out a bit. So you can be quite harmonic if you want, or you could find more discordant relationships, and then turn the pitch up, and you get more sort of more percussive metallic sounds. Like when these two are nearly at unison, but just off. And it goes really high, but because these are relative, you can still have these. Can't get that ripping sound of it. That's front end. Yeah. You can do some really cool stuff with this. And then of course the length of the bend is related to the decay. So you want to bend quicker. Again, instant sort of techno. You can really hear the bottom end there. When you've got the oscillator set a bit lower, you can hear that you've got that bottom end that's happening there, and you may want that, but you want to just take it out of the way a little bit. Just to get out of the way of the kick drum if you had the kick drum in the track. Yeah! Anyway, I could get lost for hours and hours. Man, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, the multi-channel is kind of... I think it's the sleeper out of all of the channels. Like, you immediately get the drums, the snare, which we'll get to, is just superb. The clap is amazing, and the hi-hats have so much range on them. And the multi kind of, I think sometimes is a bit of the sleeper agent amongst a lot of them, but man, you can do some really cool stuff on them, especially when you start sort of pitching in, it becomes a tonal element within the song. You know, you could build a track around some of the stuff that multi kicks out. I think it could form the basis for a lot of songs, and whereas, you know, we always are tempted when we're doing electronic music to start at the kick, and I'm guilty of it as anyone. I almost always program my kick for anything else. The multi, man, that's where the magic can be with this particular synth. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something about the multi-channel on the DRM1. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button, drop me a comment in the comment section, and of course subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the future videos when we're covering the rest of the sounds that this amazing drum synth can provide to us. Again, thank you so much, really appreciate the support. See you soon.